Hi, this is Dr. Pachenik, and I want to talk about China deal. Mr. President, I congratulate you on running for the second term, and one of the things I might suggest, along with my citizens, my fellow citizens in America, is that you do three things. One is to come to terms with China, make a deal with North Korea, and prevent a war in the Middle East. Let's deal with the first one. President Xi has made overtures, as you've noted, that he wants to talk to you at the G20 summit in Japan. I know that was what you were waiting for, and believe it or not, we, the American people, as well as the day traders, have been waiting for this for quite a while. As you know, the embargoes have not been very helpful to our economy and to the Chinese economy. You've accomplished what you wanted to accomplish. You got the Chinese attention. You basically said that they cheated, and in their own way, they're going to help you out to come to an agreement where there will be no tariffs on either side. I find this extremely important, as does our business executives from the toy industry, the car industry, the telecom, the clothing industry. We have been affected across the board. But most importantly, the market is waiting for a positive result. If we don't get a positive result, I can assure you that we will get into a recession very quickly. The second part is President Xi has been helpful in trying to convince Kim Jong-un of North Korea to make a deal with you. Now, this would be unbelievable if at the same time you could make a deal with President Xi, you also could make a deal with Kim Jong-un of North Korea. And I might add that President Moon of South Korea has been very helpful by shipping over hundreds of millions of dollars worth of food, and primarily oat and barley, into North Korea so that North Korea doesn't suffer this winter from a drought. The third element is probably equally important, and that is an impending war in the Middle East over Iran and the boats in the Straits of Hormuz. We cannot have a war, and the reason for that is at this particular point in time, we do not need a war. There's no causa belli, and the fact that you sent the carrier fleet forward was an important message to the Iranians. The Ayatollah Khamenei has said that he is willing to negotiate with you, although he's been reluctant. He will negotiate with you, as you know very well, because there is no other alternative for the Iranians if they want to come out of their recession. The Turks will help you, and of course, your friend Putin of Russia will always be available to nudge along either President Xi, and President Xi did visit Putin, and contrary to the Mueller reports and everything else, Russia has been an incredible ally of ours for the past 10 years, and you particularly know Putin, and Putin can help you with Iran because Iran does look to Russia. It does look to Turkey for advice, and at this particular point in time, the Ayatollah Khamenei will have to change his ways, having nothing to do with the nuclear weapons as much as it has to do with an economy. So you're at the precipice of failure or at the apogee of success. It's all or nothing. I believe, Mr. President, that you will do the best that you can for America. I certainly remember as a New Yorker, you did an amazing thing. When we didn't have an ice skating ring, you went out of your way to create Woolman Memorial Park for all the children and all the adults who wanted to ice skate, and you did it for free. Now let's do it again and make America great again, Mr. President. And you can run for another 4 years and, if you want, possibly another 8 years. Think of it as the following. If you have the trifecta of China, North Korea, and Iran, you will be the greatest Republican president since Eisenhower. Let me quote to you Donald Trump, who said, "I have spent many years negotiating with the Chinese, and I think I know the Chinese mind." Congratulations and good night.